Are you recording already?
I've been
Okay, good.
since before you had the thing on.
Good.
But after I said not neighbor.
All right. I guess like this is just going to be the third.
Welcome to Real, everybody. This is my cat. And also this is Jesse and Eric. Today, we watched Cloud 9.
Can I? Okay.
Yeah.
So first off, Jesse is very like highly allergic to cats.
Yeah,
Yeah. So this is going to be a really.
this
fun
is ideal,
episode.
actually.
So
Yeah.
hopefully, to all the audio listeners, please go to our YouTube channel to watch the.
Like, if you're going to watch one of our episodes, let
It
it, be
has
this
to
one.
be this one. Okay. So first off, this movie made me change my political alignments.
Really?
Yeah, I am I'm a raving right-wing conservative now. This movie changed my life.
Okay. Did you elaborate on that?
Well, no.
Also, real. Okay, that was a real. I should add real quick. This movie stars Dove Cameron, and it came out in 2014, and it's a Disney Channel original movie.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
so
of course
so
it
full
is.
full disclosure. Okay. Full disclosure. There's an entire bit, right? I think everybody has. Oh, hey, buddy. Okay. Don't look at the coffee. You're too young for it. It's gonna like stunt your growth.
Give him the coffee.
Wait, no, that's animal abuse. We're joking. do. Anyways,
I'm just sitting here like, damn, Eric,
Yeah.
what are you gonna drink?
okay, so full disclosure, all of our drinks have been spiked with Percocet, and I'm waiting. Someone has to bring out the Narcan because this is how we're going to get through this episode.
It's your play. You had.
No,
had
no.
the
Well,
stash, right?
So what
No,
happened? was I
no.
was
You
supposed,
discussed
That's
this.
what you gave
I was
me.
supposed to bring the
Yeah.
Narcan. I understand that, but
Yeah.
like I didn't. I gave us the Percocets.
But that's what you gave me. Oh God, no. What? What?
Okay, this is about to be the most I'm so glad that you got a cat for this episode. That's gonna make this shit so much more bearable. Okay.
This is the entire
Policemen
reason.
and firemen, they're your real
Yeah.
heroes.
Oh, okay. God. So, like,
Hi.
so I know, and as does everybody else that is watching this, because they can just go on Google for it, right? Like that this is an hour and a half long movie.
Yeah.
But realistically, it's a 15-minute movie, and then like there's just darkness for an hour 15 somewhere after the 10-minute mark.
It
Yeah.
feels like there's.
And then she
darkness for, like, 2
wins.
hours.
Yeah, it's just like, you get introduced to like the main cast, and then nothing happens, and then the stunt double does a triple flip, and then she wins, and you're like, wow, she is making out with a 30-year-old.
You know what I fucking noticed? That every time someone is actually snowboarding, even if it's a woman that's supposed, it's a
dude.
man
It's
in
just
not
a
an
dude.
entire wig.
Yeah, it's
It's just the
a
end
dude.
part dangling out of the
It
helmet.
is this is like Agent Cody Banks level of like body double. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It's incredible, especially the parts when when they like switch in the Latina, the rival, the
Yeah.
Sasuke of the movie. Like, it's just a dude.
Mhm.
It's just because like it's just a dude.
Also,
you can very
why
easily
don't you ever reference Naruto's real rival,
Who is Naruto's real rival in your opinion?
Kiba?
Rock Lee. What?
What?
Kiba.
You're just saying that now because you have a cat.
No. He also wants to be the Hokage. Remember in Boruto, he says they asked him to be the Hokage first, but he turned it down to spare Naruto's feelings.
Okay, I haven't
What?
watched that. I haven't watched enough.
No, that's an actual
Dude,
thing.
these
he
are
said.
some fucking
No.
Naruto deep cuts right now.
Yeah.
Like, I am not here for this. This is some Anthony Fantano
No,
levels of
he's
fucking like
dude,
Naruto weeb.
so-
This is happening because you got the
Yeah.
card sleeves.
So
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
what they're so this is like a tangent, but I want you to hear this because it's really funny. So Sarada, Boruto, and Mitsuki, right, Orochimaru's son, they found out that Jiraiya wrote some books, and they want to know what the books are about.
Oh yeah.
And so they ask every
Yeah.
single adult in the village, "Hey, what's makeout tactics about?"
Yeah.
And then they keep listening. You're too young. And so when they ask Kiba, there's like, hey, I'm friends with your dad. I was his greatest rival growing up. In fact, they approached me.
That's
They
hilarious.
approached me to be the Hokage first, but I knew it meant so much to Naruto, and he worked
That's
so hard
incredible.
to earn everybody's acknowledgement. So I said no, he could have it.
That's so good. That's so good.
That sounds like a Yamcha.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
put some respect.
He
He
is-
was
he
cool
is-
once early on.
I mean,
Yeah.
like Kiba is pretty much the okay. This is
Yeah.
not. No,
He was
we're
cool
getting
early
too
on.
distracted.
He
I want
has
to
an
tell you.
animal
I want to tell
partner.
you one more thing.
Okay,
Right?
One more thing. Okay,
Yeah.
go on.
So the way he's portrayed, right? He doesn't do any cool shit. He just has fights with his girlfriend sometimes.
Yeah. So he ends up with like a cat girl,
It's Kiba except with cats.
and
That's
I
who she
believe
is.
that the cat girl is like the granddaughter of like the person that ran like the secret supply base for the Uchiha clan.
Something like that. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, like she
Okay.
was affiliated with Anbu or like that guy.
No.
was?
It was just like she was like a part of the clan that like took care of all the summons for the
Oh,
Uchiha clan.
okay.
Like because you would see Sasuke go there.
Oh, so
to,
they
like, grab
established
shit.
that the
I
summons,
also
the
don't know
items
what
come
any
from
of this
somewhere.
Yeah.
means. You're not
Okay.
alone.
Okay, let's be real here. It's a 15-minute movie. What the fuck do you want us to talk about, Jesse?
No, I'm just saying I don't understand what we're talking about right now. I don't know any of these characters or anything.
I'm just saying it's a
That's all I'm
15-minute
saying.
movie. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the movie. I'm just saying I don't
introduced
understand
to,
this.
Oh God, what the fuck was Dove Cameron's name in the movie?
Kayla.
Kayla. Oh my God, this is going to be.
We
a long
literally
episode.
all tried to rewatch this today,
Yeah.
the same day that we recorded, to try to wrap our hands around this black hole of a movie.
It's just like everything. Like the movie is easily the most frustrating one that we've watched thus
Yeah.
far, because like every other movie that we've watched, no matter how bad it like hurt us, this one just like there was enough production value where you're like, yeah, they spent quite a bit of money on this one.
They did.
The acting wasn't like horrendous. Oh no, don't touch the microphone. No, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, buddy. No, it's gonna stunt your growth. You can't have it. Don't lick yourself in front of the camera. We can't show this.
We can't show this.
This is so inappropriate. Thank you for saving this episode. Thank you so much for saving this episode. You're literally the best. Okay. So I don't know. Like the movie opens up and you're like, okay, it's snowboarding, right? Like
Yeah.
You're on this like resort town. And then it proceeds to show you like the lamest snowboarding competition ever, where it's like two people go
Yeah, it's
up.
like a half pipe thing.
It's just like two people go up and everybody's like, oh my God,
There's four people on
only
the
two
team.
people
yeah,
won.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then like, so what the fuck?
I love how
Was it Nick?
passive.
It was
that-
Nick. That was
Okay.
the boyfriend first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like he goes up and you're like, wow, he like touched the bottom of the snowboard, and everybody goes, wow, that is worthy of a 10. And
Yeah.
then I don't know,
Then
she like
Kayla goes and
she
like
pulls up.
she just kind of like woo.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, well, that's air.
I love just like the non-subtle disdain
Yeah.
that was in that fucker's voice
Yeah.
when he was just like, no.
Yeah.
It's
I-
the, like it's like us trying to find things to talk about for the movies. I guess to
Yeah.
find something
Exactly.
to
Some
compliment
style,
about a drink.
I guess.
So can we just start off with the fucking ratings, please? Can we just start the episode with the ratings so that
You
we
just
can
want
just
to go
shit
back
on
to Naruto.
so that we can shit on this movie and just be like, okay, yeah, it's not really a surprise, or do we want to like?
I think we should stick to our normal form.
Oh my God. Okay. You're gonna make me keep
you
track
did
of this.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was for a bit, and it wasn't
Uh-huh.
worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this wasn't worth it.
yeah.
It's-
I did, dude. I did this for you.
Yeah, I know.
I wanted to watch Johnny Tsunami.
Yeah, I could have picked Johnny Tsunami instead of Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off, and that
Yeah.
probably would have been a better choice. Oh God.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, the movie was frustrating because the acting wasn't bad enough. Where you're like, damn, they really just like they were just phoning it in.
Mhm.
It's like they tried. They tried hard enough where you're like, yeah, they didn't really have anything to work with.
They
I
did
will
the try
say-
too hard,
Yeah.
and it was very obvious when they tried too hard.
Yeah.
But it was a Disney Channel movie, and you're just like, this is why they're made.
There-
because actors
there are,
try
like,
too hard.
There are parts of it where you're like, no, I can see it. I can see where there's just like a smidgen of talent.
Yeah,
And then the rest of it, you're just like,
Hmm.
this is why you're on Disney Channel.
I think he's disagreeing with you.
Yeah. Were there any? Well, I mean, there were a lot of dogs in that movie. So
Yeah.
I think he would disagree with how good the movie is.
Yeah,
I love how they just like this could have been Animal Month. This could have been an Animal
It could
Month.
have been, yeah. The dogs featured like pretty heavily
Yeah.
in the story.
Another question: what kind of ski resort needs a dog grooming place?
They wanted to make a Hallmark
movie. That's a really good
man.
question, man.
They just wanted
'Cause
to
it's-
make a Hallmark movie.
Yeah, because it's like, hey yo, if you're going on a vacation, you're
what I
usually
think-
not bringing your dog.
You know what
with
I
you.
think happened?
What
right?
happened?
So like you come to me, you want to make a movie about a snowboarding competition, right? About like a female snowboarder. And I say, okay, but only if Bill can be in it.
So then now we have to have
And
a cat.
now
in the movie.
I will fully fund the
Yeah.
movie. I will give you basically an infinite budget, but my cat has to be in the.
Okay.
I think that's what happened.
No, that is exactly what happened. 'Cause,
This is
like,
actually the plot of
it's
the
the
movie
fucking-
because
it's
that's what
the-
happened in the snowboarding competition.
it's the what is
you
it?
can have a team, but my daughter's your number one.
It's the only female.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
Stop.
And then she didn't
I like how
compete
she said,
against-
"I'm the best female snowboarder in Aspen," and I thought to myself, based on the intro, you're the only female
Yeah, no,
snowboarder.
my
in
favorite my favorite part of that is when she would when she would say that,
Yeah.
her dad just went, "Yeah, honey."
Aspen. Just immediately
And then,
sweating bullets.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, God, nobody tell her.
And-
And if any of you fucking tell her, you're fired. You're
Yeah.
off of the
No,
resort.
no one tell my daughter that I paid to have every other female snowboarder in Aspen killed.
And Nick even like pointed that out. He's like, "Yeah, your dad's the one that like made sure that you only went up against people you could win against.
Yeah.
There are none.
Yeah.
He did it."
I love how like it came as such a shock to her. I'm like, you're literally going against people. Sorry for being ableist. Like people in fucking wheelchairs, and you won. That's not a competition. You're punching down. Fuck. No, this movie made me really angry.
Yeah.
I was. Oh
Okay,
my
so
god.
I do have one good thing to say about this movie. Right, just
the
one.
soundtrack.
Well, okay, that's two good things to say about this movie.
Wait, no. Don't agree
No,
with me.
I'm
The
pissed
soundtrack
off
was
about the
fucking
soundtrack.
terrible.
No,
Bro.
we were like playing chicken.
One of us had to pull back.
Yeah. And so it was when she like goes up to the love interest, right? I forget his name.
Will. Cloud.
Will Cloud, yeah.
Cloud. Will.
Why isn't
Will
he the main character? If the movie's called Cloud 9 and his name is Will Cloud, you would think he was.
because his
It's because
trick,
she
he just
needed to
named
do
the
the
trick.
triple flip.
Well, yeah,
Bro,
but
okay, go on, make your point. I just need to talk about this
how
Cloud
come
9
Cloud
thing.
9 isn't about Will Cloud and his 8 interchangeable siblings?
You want a white kid?
All right,
who looks-
fuck it. No, just go to the ratings. Just get me out, man.
You want a white
No,
kid who
you
looks
tell
like
me
he's
that
30?
wouldn't be a better movie.
No, that would 100% be
Oh,
a
yeah.
better movie.
Oh,
But
yeah,
the problem is, like, they would also have to cast another, like, 8 30-year-olds to play high school students.
Yeah, that's where I was going.
Because, okay, everybody else in that movie, this is the same thing that's been going on for the past 2 weeks. And I think that might be, like, the actual, that might be the theme of this month, right? Where it's, like, normal teenage cast and then 30-year-olds.
Yeah.
Because everybody looked young enough where it made sense that they were in high school.
Mhm.
So,
Except for Will.
except for Will.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, no,
Will-
you had to do your taxes last week.
Yeah.
Like you are filing a 1099 and you're like complaining about why you're in this higher tax bracket and like, okay, sorry, this is getting a little bit too personal, but go on.
it was like the way he was written
You
too.
were
It was like
you
the
like narrated the first part of what you did this month.
it's like
Hold on, I'm gonna look up how old he actually is because
by now he's got to be like 50.
Oh yeah, he's a 48-year-old at this
Luke
point.
Yeah.
Benward.
But he was like 100% written as like the old mentor
He's
character.
your age.
Really?
He was born in '95.
No shit.
Yo,
Yeah.
he just did not age gracefully at all.
No.
I guess
That
not,
motherfucker
He didn't
aged
get to
like
high school.
He aged like milk. That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
Because
He's written like the old mentor character. They talk about the accident like it's something that happened 10 years ago. And then he's just
No.
in the high school
and then
with her
and then I'm just like,
as a student.
okay, so when would this have happened, right?
Yeah.
So like you're okay, so the plot of the movie is that it's this rich girl is like just wants to be like the best snowboarder that there ever was in this small town
Mhm.
or like the small resort.
Yeah.
Stop licking yourself in front of the camera. You're embarrassing me. And then like some hijinks ensue. There's definitely some shenanigans being committed, and then she has to form a new team.
Are we just not going to talk about the board or the sign? Sorry.
The sign.
We'll get there. Okay, we'll fucking get there.
You just skipped over.
Like, just
No, but
can I pause for a sec?
Go on.
Why do you want to talk about the sign of all things?
Bro, the sign was there with a bunch of people smiling, and it's the inciting incident for the.
Well, yeah, no, I know,
happen.
but I just like I want to. It didn't sound like you wanted to talk about what happened to the sign. It sounded like you want to talk about
specifically
No, because
the sign
here's the
itself.
thing.
It's just like, dude, look
They
at that.
try to make
look
it
at that
sound-
fucking-
It's the sign, like there's the whole thing about like it was made by the driftwood of beavers or whatever the
it's-
shit.
Yeah.
No, like the
And
way
then
that
the-
he was explaining it, it sounded
Yeah.
like magical beavers just figured
Yeah.
out a way to like gain dexterity to the point where they built the fucking
they
sign
made-
for
they
this
made-
billionaire.
They took their
100%.
fucking driftwood and they made even uniform planks, like a fucking cartoon
man.
beaver.
And then when she goes flying through the hole, flying through the sign, makes the hole, all of a sudden, all the faces on the sign are like, oh no,
Dude,
looking
yeah.
at the hole she just made in the sign.
She bails out, completely ruins this fucking sign, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that looks like such a worse accident than what happened to Will in his accident that
Yeah.
like tore a bunch of tendons, gave him permanent fucking nerve damage. I'm
Yeah.
like, why are you alive? Why are you? How?
Yeah.
And then there was the security guard who was like all too happy with like taking the blame, right?
It's just so stupid. And then I'm just like, I don't know. Like that's the part of the movie where where everything goes black. Like I don't remember anything past that point. Because it's just kind of like you have Will taking the dogs out for like a night walk.
Yeah.
But like he loses his sled. I'm sorry. I know we're going back to like the jumbled mess, but like I can't
Yeah.
chronologically sort this movie out.
And
Yeah,
it was the, what the fuck did he call him? Because it was the poodle. And when the poodle was first introduced wearing the sunglasses, he called it like the most gangsta pup in
Wait,
the
hold on.
in the
No, I
pen.
definitely blacked out.
I
do
don't
not
remember that one.
Dude, no. Like the
No,
mom is like,
you're
do you have
with
the
me.
did
No.
you use anti-frizz to give him a bath? It cuts to the dog. It's wearing sunglasses.
Nikhil,
Yeah.
I think the mom was talking about anti-riz.
Anti-Riz. Man, you just love the Zoomer talk now, don't you?
I do. Oh man.
So
God.
speaking of Riz, this was the one good thing basically to me for the
Yeah.
movie. It was that the one line is like, "Do my hands look small to you?" Right?
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, all right, that was pretty good."
No, you know what was actually like the dopest thing about the movie? The friend that was basically the mute was still using a fucking sidekick in
Yeah.
2014.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That was incredible.
Okay, that explains why everything didn't look as dated as I thought was reasonable. I thought this came out in like mid 2000s. 2014 makes a lot more
This
sense
was-
as to why
yeah.
everything looked nicer.
That's why like the production quality of
Yeah.
the movie was like
Mhm.
That's why it looks more
It-
expensive because your brain's like all the Disney Channel originals
Exactly.
stopped in 2010.
Yeah.
This one can't look this nice. That totally makes more sense.
no, but like okay. To be completely fair, I think the guy that played Nick did his job very well. He
Mhm.
played like the douchebag quite well up until the end, where he's just like, "I just wanted you to acknowledge me, Dad," and it's
Yeah.
like, God, this is the most boring story. Like,
Oh,
come on,
you
man.
don't like it because that's what happens in Boruto. I
Oh,
just want you to
God.
acknowledge me, Dad. And I explained that to you, and you didn't like that either.
Yeah, I think that might be it.
Yeah.
It's just like, just don't
the main character
do
is
that.
a blonde. You know, it's the whole. It's the
No,
whole
but
fucking
she's
thing.
not. She's not Naruto or Boruto. Will's Naruto and Boruto in the same like
No. Will
50-year-old
Will
body.
Sasuke. Except instead of missing an arm, he broke his leg.
No, Nick is Sasuke.
Nick just has daddy issues. He's like every.
So does Sasuke.
Sasuke has a lot more than just specifically
But like,
daddy
all
issues.
of his issues stems from his daddy. Therefore,
Okay.
daddy issues.
But it was he didn't know it stemmed from his daddy.
I think he
He
did.
found out.
I think he was pretty
Well, actually,
aware.
No, he definitely was very aware of the fact that
'Cause, like,
his
the-
dad
the
didn't
early
love him
conversa-
nearly as much as Itachi.
Yeah. Well, so there's also the part of the beginning of the movie, right, where they're having the party, and he's like talking to his dad. And he's clearly uncomfortable. I feel like in
Well,
the-
I mean, that was the whole thing of like them trying to set up Kayla to like get kicked off the team because they're just like, bro, if we like actually bring her to a national competition, we're gonna get absolutely
shit stomped.
destroyed.
Yeah.
And they were probably right until she went on her training arc.
Yeah.
So I don't know. She crashes through the fucking sign and then like breaks a sled. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, you have to go work at this dog kennel that's just in this resort town to like
The
pay
same
off.
one that your dad owns. I appreciated they made the rich dude make it seem like he had to actually be a parent and he didn't just throw money away to fix
Yeah.
the problems. You're like, no, you
but
did
I
this.
also love
you got to work
how
to fix
like
it.
douchey the dad was, where like the dad straight up was just like, I don't believe in her. She is
Yeah.
worthless.
Yeah.
That is his character.
That's parenting.
The
Yeah, and
entire movie.
And then he apologizes to her, even though he doesn't know she overheard.
Yeah.
And there's nothing to like bring that on because he hasn't like seen her. I think he's
In,
seen her
like,
board
months.
once. Yeah.
Okay, there's no way that like she achieved that level of snowboarding excellence within like
The
a
amount
week or
of time
two.
she
Yeah,
had,
so
yeah.
it's like 100% like a 3-month training arc. Right?
Also, was it just me or like later on when it cut to like them in the house and he was with his wife? Were you guys like caught off guard at all? Because I guess at the party in the beginning, I didn't see him with the wife and I thought he was like the single parent and that's why he
Dude,
spoiled her.
me
And then she had the
Yeah,
wife
no,
and I was
same.
like, who is this? Is this Will's mom? No, it can't.
No, they
Dude,
look the same.
They
Yeah.
do.
They're fucking
It was
flyover moms.
That fucked me up, man.
Yeah,
I did not know.
It's
because
like
that happened like
No,
at the
because,
same
like, you
point
know,
where
like,
they were
they-
in the pool together too. I was like, this is just
Dude,
fucking weird.
No, okay, so like they kiss, right? They kiss like at some point in the movie. I don't remember when. And then I'm just like, wait, but if your mom is his mom, you can't do this.
Right.
Like you guys have the same. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like you can't stop it.
I only realized that when I went back to try to rewatch it today and I saw
Yeah.
them together at the party. It's like, oh, she does have a mom. Okay.
And then like the mom plays like the least important role in the movie. Like the mom doesn't even try to check the husband.
Yeah.
It's just like, no, you're right, honey. Our daughter's just fucking worthless. Like,
Yeah, like,
we've
no.
been paying her way through everything. Like, yeah, no shit. She's gonna have like a bunch of like abandonment issues, trust issues.
Yeah. That seems
like personal growth to
It
me.
seemed like what she was willing to tolerate from the first boyfriend, right, near the beginning of the movie, was like a little too high. You know what I mean? Like still trying to reach out to him after he like bailed out of the sled.
Dude, it's like, okay, so they basically put you in a situation where it could kill you. You
Yeah.
went through a fucking sign,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like a magical beaver wooden sign.
Yeah.
And so like
Okay,
they
hold
come,
on a second.
They come
First
to
of all, never say magical beaver again. Let's get that out of the way real quick. Don't do it.
We can see the
Don't-
gears turning.
No, yeah, we're both hovering our 6-shooters. Like, don't fucking do it, all right?
Oh, man. This is
Flew through the sign.
You may
Could have died.
continue.
yeah, okay. Flew through the sign that was made by magical beavers.
You motherfucker.
And then so like the boyfriend and like the two goons
Yeah.
show up to like her window, which again, very like cliche, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
And it's like throwing snowballs and then she's like, just leave me alone. And then he goes, I'll call you. That obviously means that he didn't call her at all.
Yeah, and
Yep.
like that's normally like it should lead up to like, oh, they broke up over this or
Yeah.
something.
And I'm just like,
But like she's like pining after him.
yeah,
like,
no, that just didn't make sense.
It
I
didn't
mean,
se- didn't
it's high school. I get it.
And then the whole like who let the dogs thing happens and she gets chased or she chases them out into the square.
And then she
Wet
stops
on
to
a
talk.
mountaintop.
Yeah. Then she stops to talk to Nick.
Yeah. And
While
wasn't that part of the reason why the dogs got away? Because like she stopped.
Well, no.
and,
So
like,
they
no.
run. They run
They
away.
ran out.
Right. She loses control of them, and they run
Yeah.
outside.
yeah,
And then she's chasing them, and then she sees Nick
yeah,
and
okay,
stops chasing
yeah.
them all together.
And then she's wearing like a silly looking coat and she's a fashionista and it's a whole other thing. So it's
Yeah, she has to
embarrassing.
like wear this sort of poncho to keep herself warm. And her hair is wet. She didn't
Yeah.
get sick, even though it's Aspen fucking Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah, the movie was very confusing.
I think my
Yeah.
favorite bit of acting came after that, though, when she's going to the mom, like, you got to
You're
fire
not
me,
gonna
right?
f-
No, I
No,
would
it's
never.
not your
She's like,
fault. I mean-
oh, man.
Yeah.
I was like,
that
okay, this is,
okay,
I like
that
this.
is 100% like how I feel every single day going to work. I'm just like, you sure you want me to come back tomorrow? Really? No, I haven't really been doing a good job. Like, I've just been sitting here. Like, I haven't really been planning it. You sure?
I've just been sitting here leaking people's confidential information
I'm
over
like,
and over
bro,
again.
literally half of like the staff's social security numbers been gone.
That's
like,
been my Facebook statuses for the past month.
yeah. And like I've literally been I've been adding just spam bots just to try to get these numbers out there quicker. You sure you don't want to fire me, bro? No? Okay. Well, the identity
I
thieves
think it
be
was
out here.
great how it also went like straight from that to like the next day. She thinks she runs over the dog that caused
Yeah.
everything to happen.
I
and
like
then
that.
magically
Goes-
she's like,
yeah.
I don't know what I do
like- no, and-
if something happened to
I'm
you.
like, there was a part of me that was like, oh, maybe this is like the sarcastic acting where she's like, no, I would be really fucking happy if you were just underneath my tire, you little shitwad.
I liked how they established he could do that
Yeah.
earlier.
I
That was pretty
hope
cool.
that your cat learns how to do that and just freaks us the fuck out all
We'll
the time.
figure it out. I think he's asleep.
The
Okay,
head
we gotta do the rest of the episode of this.
No, I don't think
No?
the cat's asleep.
It's definitely like he's got his eyes closed, but
I don't
if
know.
it was
He'd be
sleeping, I
chilling.
think the head would be
He'd
down.
be chilling. He'd definitely be chilling right now. Nah, I see those ears twitch.
He's making sure that you don't praise this movie again. You say one good thing about the dogs, he'll be up.
No, but oh god, this movie was a pain.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was a failed Hallmark movie.
Can I just do the bit right
Yeah,
now?
go for it.
Like we're just I'll figure out how to make this more smooth next time. Okay, this is a formal invite to Dove Cameron to come onto the show. Please respond to my DMs on Instagram.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Are you actually DMing these women?
No. For this one I might though.
No, that's what I mean. I think you should start doing that.
That sounds
Because you quit after not trying, bro.
Yeah.
Come
oh
on.
God, stop.
Okay, no.
You can't do that to me.
All right, no, hold on a second. Like for the past so many months, right?
Yeah.
Right, you could have messaged Victoria Justice. What if she was here? That'd be huge. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, that probably
Right? Like you
would
gotta
be.
like think of what if it worked? That's what
Okay, so this is the problem, right? Just full disclosure, I've talked a lot of shit about Victoria Justice just as like a talent. I really don't want her to like be here.
be cool.
Yeah, but I've also straight up just on camera released in the previous podcast called Victoria Justice a mediocre woman. So like we can't. That's why I wasn't
Okay,
reaching
well,
out.
did you say
okay?
anything bad about Dove Cameron?
Not yet.
Okay, message her then.
Oh man. Okay. Well, the
maybe
ads-
maybe
the
she
ads are
doesn't
gonna-
like Victoria Justice either.
The ats are about to be wild in this podcast. We are going to get so many fucking restraining
Dude,
orders.
I'll go on to our social media myself at Dove Cameron. How you doing?
Yeah, on ours, just like,
yeah,
hey,
and I'll be like,
you're gonna
"Dad,"
sign it
yeah,
as Eric.
as Eric.
Dude, that would be fucked. No, I've talked to Jesse about this. Like, we keep doing these bits, right?
Yeah.
And like, my biggest fear is that this podcast actually goes somewhere, and I have to interact with these women that I've harassed, like on camera.
It's great.
And I'm just like, I like stand there, and I have like a "That's So Raven" face for like 5 minutes, just going like, no.
Yeah, and we'll just be there like, oh, he's having a big premonition.
Yeah.
That's a long one.
Yeah, it's because like at any point, because I know that the two of you would make me like sit next to them and have like be forced to interact with them.
Oh yeah.
Because it would just, you two would just be like, all right, you guys can go ahead and do your thing. We'll be just over here. And then it'll be like one of those, like the Parent Trap,
Mhm.
where you're just in the room, but you have the door just slightly peeking open and both like two stacked eyes.
Yeah.
And then Billy.
And Billy's whole head is just like the one all the way on the bottom.
And we have to like bring him back.
Yeah. Don't interrupt him. Let him fuck his life up.
Let him cook.
No.
Dude, I'll say
No,
it like
you're-
I'll say it like Serizawa in Godzilla 2014. No, let him cook.
No, Billion is definitely sleeping
Yeah.
right now.
Okay, so we have
No,
no.
no.
Fuck.
We just need to get to the end of this movie
Yeah,
really
I
quick.
agree.
I can't.
Jesse, could you check the time, brother?
I just did, and we still have plenty of time to go. Sorry.
Real?
Big
Oh no.
sorry.
Yeah. So, yeah.
How far did we get? I think we got to where we stopped
Okay.
recognizing it as a movie.
So there was
and that's
another.
kind of why
there's-
we stopped.
So like, there's another point of the movie that was actually like really funny.
Mhm.
It was when like she initially was trying to get Will to teach him like the signature trick that like destroyed his body, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, you're just like, like you don't believe in yourself enough." So she goes, "Bet." This bitch goes to like the top of
fucking
The
mountain.
Yeah.
most treacherous
Dude,
ascent.
It's like the peak that is literally named after the dude that ate shit and died, and like
Yeah.
the body was never found.
wasn't
I
his
thought they
name?
said that
Wasn't
it
his
was a
name
joke.
fucking Trevor
I thought it was Tyson.
Tyson?
Wasn't
was
it?
it Tyson?
It was a T name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I thought
Tyson,
I thought he
Tyson's
said
peak.
he was joking though. I thought that was like sort of established after they talked about it.
I
Where
blacked
he's like,
out.
"Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know.
Yeah. No. Oh no. I remember that.
This
He was-
movie watches like a handle of like Grant's
yeah,
whiskey.
Oh,
it's
God.
like this in an hour and a half. You go through an entire night of drinking. You remember the beginning, middle gets real fucking hazy,
Yeah.
and then the very end, you're like, yeah, that thing happened.
No, it's like at the end you're like, oh, I made it home.
Yeah, exactly.
And then like you just like you wake up with the biggest headache.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. She like tanks an avalanche.
Yeah.
She like so she's
and
she's
it was
going
just
down right.
being streamed live on
And
the
she's,
news
when they find her,
from the get-go.
she's remarkably high up in it.
Yeah, and so like one, there's no way that his little snowmobile thing could get to that point of like the mountain
Mhm.
as quickly as
Mhm.
he did. Also, you're right.
He
Why
got
was
there
it
fa-
live streamed?
He got there
Yeah.
faster than
Than
like a
the rescue
helicopter
team.
Yeah.
that
That was already airborne.
was tracking her.
Yeah.
And it's also
Exactly.
like, listen, man, I don't care how rich you are. I don't care who like what kind of fail child you are to like a billionaire, right? No pilot is going to risk their freedom to bring you to the peak of a mountain just so that you can prove that like you're not like the other girls.
But she isn't, and people need to know.
Once again, Dove Cameron, please come on our podcast. I promised that I don't know about the DMs. I don't know if we've established that kind of rapport yet. It'll definitely. We'll start with ats.
Okay.
Right? We'll start with ats.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I
all
agree.
you, bro.
All right.
All you.
Damn it. I hate that I'm committing to this.
I will start very diligently managing our social media.
Just to make sure that
Just-
I'm doing this.
Yes.
And if I don't do it, you're gonna do it in my
yeah,
name.
dude, I'll be like fucking Thanos grabbing the gun.
This sounds
Fine.
so fucked.
I'll do it myself.
This sounds so fucked.
Yeah.
We also have to clip all the Victoria Justice clips just so that everybody knows this is a bit. Because if we just start with the Dove Cameron shit, like this
Yeah.
is gonna get
dude,
real
that'll
weird
be our
real
first. That'll
quick.
be our first like alternate upload. Victoria Justice compilation from Eric.
Yeah, we'll go back to the Golden Hour Coffee Cast videos.
Yeah,
and,
we'll
and
get
find those.
everything in
It's
there.
gonna suck.
That's gonna be awful. Especially
Mm.
now that we look like we have a production going on,
Yeah.
Oh,
and
man.
everything else is just webcam footage.
It's great. Okay. So Nikhil and I were having like an entire conversation about how like she basically was just a League of Legends player
Yeah.
going down that mountain.
Mm-hmm.
She really tried.
She did.
She fail flashed. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And
No,
then
I
when she
remember
gets-
she was so close to being out of it.
Yeah, she was. I'm just like, man, if you just like didn't eat shit, like you could have gotten down there and been like the biggest hero of all time, right? But no, you just like
She got
you
hit
just
with the exhaust.
no, she just gave up. She just gave up halfway through and ate that nunu. I don't remember what letter it is.
You say fucking hate that no just like okay. All right, I
Yeah.
take it back.
Someone
if
is
you don't
picturing
say
the
that,
fucking
as
vacuum
long as you
cleaner.
promise not to say that last thing, you can say magical beaver all you want.
I don't know. Like there are a lot of problematic things that I can say during this movie. You know.
Well, yeah, but like just
this was a tough movie, man.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
rough.
Yeah.
The things I do for you.
You get it. We literally could have picked anything else with her in it.
No, it had to be a sports movie. And
I
this
don't
was the
know.
only
You
one.
can fucking pick like The Descendants or something. At least that one would be more fun to roast. I'm sure there's a sports scene.
I don't know.
In The Descendants?
I'm sure.
What is The Descendants?
It's basically like the kids of all the Disney
All the
villains.
Disney villains, yeah.
Oh.
I think she played
Okay.
Cruella de
It's a
Vil.
movie or
I
a
think so.
No,
character?
it wasn't Cruella.
No?
It was
Character. What the?
No,
A
they were
movie or a
movies. There were 3
series?
of them. 4 of them.
she played Maleficent's daughter.
Did she?
I don't know. She played, but she was in that, right? So you could have found like a sports scene or something.
Mhm.
I don't know. This sucked.
Yeah.
God, and we still probably have
You could just.
20 minutes to
I
go.
assume that there's just fighting, so you could just be like, yeah, it's a sport because they're LARPing, but it's real.
You could have stretched it.
The-
You could have stretched it. We were about to fucking
That's-
watch Wendy
that's
Wu
true.
Homecoming Warrior.
Bro, that's okay. Yeah, I would have loved to watch that. If you would have told me, I would have suggested it my damn self.
we were about to, and then like I kind of just curveballed because I remembered
Yeah.
Eddie's $1 million cook-off, and I regret that one too.
I wanted to watch Johnny Tsunami.
Okay, thank you. He's not going to be able to take part in this. Johnny Tsunami, Cloud9, same movie, different time periods.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, same exact movie. But Johnny Tsunami, a lot more nostalgic for the both of us because we definitely watched
surfing, isn't it?
It's a surfer that has to move to a snowy place and becomes a snowboarder.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, that sounds about
And
right.
he gets into beef with the skiers, which there was a severe lack of people on skis because those guys are
yeah.
usually
Yeah, I agree.
they're usually the villains in the snowboard movies because they're like the
think-
uppity motherfuckers.
I
at the
think
very
you think
least, they're
that
the
because
ones-
of Johnny Tsunami.
100%.
Because I can't think of a
I was going to
I've
say-
seen other movies about like snowy stuff. I can't think of a single other one where the skiers are the bad guys.
It's like skiing is also the more beginner friendly thing.
It's
so at
skiing
a
is
resort,
generally easier, yeah.
Yeah, you would think that you
Like
see
not to
couple
say
of
that
people.
the one is
I guess
easy,
it-
but
I
like
guess it's more along the lines of like most people like oh I'm going on a skiing trip. They just come from like much more affluent families, so like
Mhm.
they're usually the rich douchebags in these
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
But everybody remembers from South Park, French
You're gonna
fries
have a
pizza.
bit.
yeah.
Yeah,
French fries pizza.
that didn't work so great when I tried it. I busted my shit. That's why my nose is all fucked up.
Oh man. Okay, but that's fine. We'll go back to the movie. Okay, we'll go back to the movie. We've tangented enough. So she like tanks an avalanche.
Yep.
Which was
God, that is where we left off.
Yeah.
she's gone. She's been through like 2 potentially like life-ending accidents,
Yeah.
and nothing happens to her. She's never gonna.
She
learn.
goes through this, has just a little bit of powder wiped
No,
off the top.
she goes through the sign. She survives an avalanche, and she at the end of the movie she performs a trick that has almost killed someone.
Yeah, it's like no, you're straight up just Rock Lee. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is happening here?
Nothing
Bro,
is impossible.
Ray, is Will Guy Sensei?
Oh shit!
That's why he's crippled.
She's. Oh my god! Wait, hold on. No, so like that makes it weirder because like Guy and Rock Lee exist through like osmosis or something,
Yeah.
right? Like it's definitely gene splitting. Like no one's
Well, I thought-
procreating with.
I thought Rock just like intentionally makes himself look like Guy,
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
and then his son makes himself intentionally look like Rock.
yeah. Oh man, no more Naruto talk.
Okay,
no more,
all right,
no
all
more
right.
Naruto talk.
But you got
this is too much of an out for me.
yeah.
I made us do this.
Dude,
we
bro,
should suffer.
But okay,
he
before we even started setting up though, you showed us the card sleeves you bought.
I did.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
It was
that's
dope.
why I'm thinking about it now.
Yeah, it's dope. I do enjoy the card sleeves. They're
Yeah.
they're super cool. But the problem here is that like I made us do this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thank you for being a good friend. I appreciate you.
of
I appreciate you too for suffering through this.
Mhm.
I
and-
don't. I have
Um,
never appreciated you in my
and so
life.
what is going to happen from this day forward is that at least until September, we will not be touching another Disney Channel original movie, and I can make that as a promise.
Okay.
I can promise you that. Unless you're gonna fucking make us watch a Disney Channel original movie, that's on you. That shit's not on me. I am making the promise to not hurt you anymore.
I
This is-
did have an idea for one, but I just to make sure that I didn't do it, I didn't even look up the name.
This is like I don't know. The way that we've treated the past like 3 weeks on the podcast is basically just an abusive relationship where the entire reasoning is like
100%.
hurting you hurts me too.
Yeah.
But like in this case, it's true. Like hurting him hurt us.
Yeah.
Except for Agent Cody Banks. I did really enjoy that. That was a
Well,
good
that's not
time.
that's not a decom.
Yeah. Yeah, that was just a good time though.
Sure. But yeah,
You
no,
said-
one
you hear
one that
that?
I was.
Yo.
You hear the
No.
fucking tone on
Hold
that
up,
short?
hold up. Promise rescinded.
What was that?
All
'Cause,
right.
this isn't the pick, but I was thinking like one day it just like came to me. I was like, oh god, there was that one movie about double dutch.
Oh my god, with Corbin Blue and Keke Palmer.
I would have been so fucking proud
Yo,
of you.
If you pick that movie, hypest moment.
Oh yeah.
Hypest moment of the podcast. That would be hyper than when you did the whole like to the Inky to the 10th
Yeah,
power squared bullshit.
Yeah,
That was incredible.
Just
by the
every
way.
every like 2 or 3 months he just has a banger idea.
Dude, oh my god. That's when he blacks out. He
Yeah.
has these dope moments, blacks out, and just goes, "Yeah, I still
I'm
do
just
nothing."
out for 3
Yeah.
months.
And then we go back and we watch more.
Or no,
fucking
it's like
DComs.
I was this close to making another Naruto reference. I was gonna say it's like Shisui's
Dude,
eye.
here's the thing.
Oh my god, fuck out of here.
This okay. I just got to call this out because last week not last week, a while ago, you brought up like Samurai Jack in the middle of an episode,
Yeah.
and we spent like between us collectively 4 sentences on
Yeah.
the topic. You're like, no. You're giving him an out. He likes this. You can't do that. No, we're cutting it off. We spent like half of the runtime talking about
Yeah.
something Naruto related.
Yeah.
He's
A
trying to
quarter
get
of it
out of
about
this one
the cat.
too. He's trying to get out of this one
Like,
too, man.
You don't understand, man. There were a bunch of other movies I would have rather watched. Like not
No,
the ones
like,
that weren't
literally
decoms.
so like the one that he showed me that he wanted to watch, which we're gonna do for the end of the month.
Yeah.
Like that is a legitimately good movie that I think we all would have had a good time. And
Yeah.
we wouldn't have to talk about Naruto for 30 minutes of this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, no, Nikhil, we talked about
Actually,
this like 2
so-
months ago.
To be fair, with that one, I think
No,
we would have mentioned Naruto
we're
a couple
definitely
times.
going to talk about Naruto when,
Yeah.
when that happens.
That's not the same thing.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
but like yeah, like I was
no. So this
I-
literally happened
yeah.
on New Year's Day. Like on New Year's Day at our old studio space. We sat there and Nikhil and I planned out this specific month just so that I can do this bit with Dove Cameron.
Yeah.
And like I didn't realize how bad this movie was
Going
be.
to be.
Because like if this
You
was
had
as
never
bad,
seen it?
No. If this was as
Oh,
bad as like
okay.
Xenon, right? Where it's
It
just
was.
like where no.
You
No.
no,
No,
you
no.
have
The thing with Xenon is like it's so bad that it's fun. This one is just
Mm.
like it's not memorable. There's very little to like meme about in the movie, except for like how quickly the love story kind of just happened.
Yeah.
Like they definitely just threw that in there because they're like, oh, this movie's probably made for that demographic.
yeah, and it felt like there was the one part with like the hand holding things to make Nick jealous, right?
Yeah.
That part. Then he's like he calls her out on it and she says like things have changed.
And then
And it was
he's
it's
like,
sort of
oh,
like,
they have.
yeah, and it's like wait, wasn't that
Yo,
yesterday?
No, wait, hold up. When he pulls the line on her though, or when she pulls the line on him and she's like, yeah, maybe I should just stop like looking at dudes that just disappoint me. I'm like, yo, wait, that cuts deep. though.
Yeah.
That's kind of that bars.
Yeah.
That was pretty dope.
Gotta
and
give
then
that
like,
one to her.
and then like he turns around and he's like, well, I'll show this bitch. Like,
And then kisses her.
yeah, and I'm just like, all right, I don't think that changes anything.
No, yeah, he was like, "Oh yeah, well then take one of these." Mwah.
Yeah, that was the most combative smooch on the planet. He's just like, yeah.
What you gonna do about it, bitch?
Yeah, and then like everything was fine, and then
Kiss first, bro.
Yeah, kiss first, bro.
Yeah. Oh my god, he straight up went Scorpion style on her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a very like weird turn of events, and then all of a sudden, like I don't know, she just got really good at snowboarding, and it just
Yeah.
didn't feel like very much time passed.
Yeah, because the movie was about to end.
Yeah.
And then
It was
you
like
know
10 minutes.
the whole thing
Yeah.
with it too was just like, you know, we got to get the team together and everything. And then like
There's no training arc with the team.
yeah, like you see the other two dudes on the boards
Yeah.
like twice.
Well,
and
as
one's
the
definitely
bigger
concussed.
guy, as the bigger guy said,
Yo,
right?
when he comes into the dog place,
know you had a twin brother.
yeah, I'm like, yo, that's dope. I love how
at
like
no point does anyone say he should go to a hospital.
it's
He
like
should
the
see a doctor.
The CTE representation
Yeah.
in this movie was wild.
Yeah. So,
yeah, his buddy just like, yeah, you know, he tried landing this trick. He didn't hit
Just
it. He just
absolutely
hit his
ate
head.
shit.
Yeah.
there was the part where he's like, dude, I'm so good. I don't need coaching, right? And then you see him get there and like do well. And I guess he didn't need coaching.
Yeah, because he definitely didn't get any.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. This movie watched
I felt
like
bad for the meteorologist. Like he tried hitting on Kayla's friends. You're like,
Yeah.
we've got a cold front moving in. I was like, oh God, dude. Why?
Oh man, I hope his career's doing well.
Why?
I hope his career's doing
No,
well.
but like the what's it called? The like the husky friend, he like even said to him like, good on you for shooting your shot. I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
okay.
he was like
It was-
fucking rustling his hair,
I wanna
almost
see
like
the
walking
movie.
him off.
I want to see the
Between
movie
them.
about them. Yeah.
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 That's Cloud 7.
Cloud 7.
Yeah. God, I hope they never make a sequel for this movie.
Cloud 10.
Oh no.
Would it be Cloud 10?
Cloud
or
1080.
Would it be Cloud 10, Cloud 9 2, or Cloud 18?
Oh, what about Cloud 81? Because that's not
No. I'd see a movie about Will Cloud and his 80 interchangeable siblings.
Yeah, that sounds dope.
like a super messy, cheaper by the dozen.
That sounds dope. I'd be
Yeah.
down.
And like it's Will, like it's his actor today,
Yeah.
and all of the siblings are just him from this movie. Like he's the
They
only
just,
one that
like,
is
no. They
aged.
just fucking clip him out
Yeah.
of that movie and make him now interact with him back then.
Oh
Yep.
God.
that
please,
sounds
no.
like
Oh, wait,
Cloud
no,
9
he's
Kung
dude,
Fury.
he's going-
and I'm so into that
So
idea.
he's going back in time, right? To what? To stop himself from doing the trick? Or what?
He
Something?
caused the accident.
Oh my God, dude.
He tried making the movie not
It's a-
happen.
Back to the 9.
Back to the 9. Dude, Cloud 8.
Yo, Disney, hold up. You should definitely give us funding. We would make this movie so hard.
No,
Dude,
Cloud-
look at how long he can get.
Yeah, tiny cat though.
Yeah.
Dude, no, seriously, this movie watched like a 65-year-old man that was Cialis the fuck out.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
yeah, this one was tough. Without a doubt.
I don't know. Like there were so
I
many
can
ideas.
see you out of the corner of my eyes. You keep looking at the time.
there were
Yeah.
so many things that I wanted to like do bits about. Like I wanted this one that like, you know, be
You
a
got
good
Magical Beaver. Congrats.
It was just like it would have been so much fun if this could have been like a really fun episode where like I unveiled like the new waifu of the podcast, and it just
you did
fell,
that too.
It fell flat.
It
Yeah.
really did.
Yeah, there wasn't like the notepad with her name and then like all the hearts like I wanted to do. Like I could not.
Well, yeah, because
bring
you
myself
watched
to
the
do it.
movie and you're like, no notes.
No,
Yeah.
no,
10 out of 10.
Yeah, it was easily the greatest thing that I have ever experienced.
Eric, there's some blood.
Yeah, that's from like me having an aneurysm. That's not from the Cialis that I popped before I came into this apartment. Yeah, as you can see, completely flaccid. The Cialis ain't working.
Yeah.
And this is why we need a Blue Chew sponsorship. Blue Chew works better than Cialis. Clip it. Fucking clip it.
I think now we can move on to ratings.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay, go for
8
it.
out of 10.
he talks so much shit.
Oh,
And gives it like I think one of his highest ratings
I
of
can't.
the
All right, the joke is not funny. That joke is not funny. This is a solid 2.
Yeah.
It is definitely higher than Animal House, but that is as high as I'm giving it.
Dude, that's Animal House is I think your lowest rated movie.
1. It is a
Yeah,
1.
it's a 1.
Yeah.
The minimum number of bings out of bongs ever
2
given.
bings out of $10.
I want to say at max, on a good day, I would give this a 4.
Oh man, that's
Yeah.
really generous.
That's kind of
I
a
just
lot.
want to make sure that it's better than Cody Banks.
You're taken, bro. Like, don't start trying to hit on my future wife. What the fuck?
No, we know his taste. He wants the rival girl.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Okay. No. Chill. Let me cook.
I think she actually has
Let's
a career
not,
though.
because like I don't like the whole everything about this movie. I was like, listen, you do the math, and like she's 18, she looks like she's fucking 15 this whole time. This is really weird. I don't
Yeah, a
like
little bit,
this.
yeah.
Yeah. This wasn't a good bit. The only reason why I know about Dove Cameron is because she did like a tasted video. Not tasted. It's the First We Feast. She did like a snack thing, and she's like, "Yeah, I eat brownies with ranch." And I'm like, "Yo, you low key a freak though."
Not in the right way.
I don't know, man. Like anybody
Oh,
that's down to
wait.
dip brownies in ranch and is down with like the Japanese psyops, I'm fucking into it.
Really quick, last thing I wanted to bring up about the movie: the remodel of the fucking doggy daycare
That
made it look
motherfucker-
worse.
That motherfucker was just
It
like,
was-
"Yeah, this costs $7." I'm like, "It looks like it."
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a fashionista. You guys got to make it glam up. I was like, no, it looked fine before.
Yeah, it looked.
It made sense.
I know that we already got past the ratings point, but okay.
Well, Nikhil still hasn't given.
Yeah,
his,
I know.
but-
So like you'll be the last one here. Dude, the mom saw the fucking sign that like they put up, and then she goes inside. She's like, "I'm so surprised." I'm like, "You knew what they were doing."
Yeah.
Why is every Disney Channel original movie parent so absent in their kids' lives?
so that the movie can happen.
Yeah, I know. Okay, what's your rating?
I'm gonna give it 2 clouds out of 9.
God,
Okay, that was quite good.
wow.
That was quite good.
That road itself.
Yeah.
It's no Inky to the 10th power squared, but
No.
I'm proud of it.
That was still by far
Inky
like
to
the
the
best
10th
one.
power square is the best rating
Yeah.
that any
That
of
has
us have
ever
ever
happened.
given.
Like we're going to have to watch Xenon Girl of the 21st Century just so
No,
that you can
we got
use that
to. No,
again.
we got to go backwards. We got to go Zequel first.
I don't know if I can deal with
No, because-
Protozoa for another movie, bro.
Dude, I really want it. I really want to hear Protozoa.
I do want to hear Zoom.
Yeah, don't.
Okay.
Yeah, you know you do.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
What's next week's movie?
So next week's movie, none of us have seen, including me, but it was requested by our number one fan. Thanks for making me aware of this movie. And just as a bit of a fuck you back to Eric, next week's movie is going to be Uncle Drew.
Oh no! Oh god!
Starring Shaquille O'Neal, Kyrie Irving,
I don't think that's a bit that made it to the normal
And,
episode.
Good
Some other
night,
people.
everyone.